Imagine the ultimate adventure fantasy. You're an ordinary tourist visiting a foreign country, and by sheer coincidence, you end up impersonating their king to save the entire nation from ruin. In any standard swashbuckling tale, the rewards for pulling off a stunt like this are obvious. You defeat the power-hungry villains, secure the throne, and win the beautiful princess. But in this story, the hero packs his bags and leaves the country, and the princess stays behind to marry someone else. When Anthony Hope wrote The Prisoner of Zenda in 1894, he intentionally denied his readers a fairy tale ending. He used the genre to explore a much grimmer reality, the way political duty can crush personal desire. The novel follows Rudolf Rassendyll, a wealthy Englishman who happens to look exactly like the monarch of a fictional European nation called Ruritania. When the real king is drugged and imprisoned by his ambitious brother, Rudolf steps in to wear the crown. During his time on the throne, Rudolf spends a lot of time with the king's cousin, Princess Flavia. She notices a change right away. The man she thought she knew is suddenly kinder, more thoughtful, and more courageous. Naturally, she falls deeply in love with him. Rudolf falls in love with her too, but there's a massive problem. He is an imposter. If he tells her the truth, he exposes a political deception that would guarantee his own execution for treason. Every quiet moment they share is built on a lie. Their genuine romance is a ticking time bomb, fully guaranteed to detonate the second the real king is finally rescued from captivity. That rescue takes place at the heavily fortified castle of Zenda. Rudolf and a handful of loyalists launch a desperate, dangerous assault through secret passages and locked rooms to reach the captive monarch before he can be executed. The fighting is fierce. The chief villain, Black Michael, is killed in a violent confrontation. His most lethal henchman, the brilliant and entirely selfish swordsman Rupert of Hentzau, survives only by diving into the castle moat and escaping into the night. Despite Rupert's escape, the mission is a complete success. The real King Rudolf V is pulled from his cell alive. The deception holds, and the political stability of Ruritania is secured. The swords are put away, the adrenaline fades, and Rudolf is left staring at the horrifying reality of what he has just accomplished. By surviving the ordeal and successfully saving the rightful king, Rudolf has effectively ended his own reign. He has guaranteed that he must now give up the woman he loves. This animated diagram illustrates Rudolf's ethical trap. If he chooses to keep the throne and marry the princess, he has to usurp the very man he just shed blood to save. Doing so would completely destroy his own personal honor. Flavia faces an equally brutal choice. She is deeply devoted to Ruritania. Abandoning her nation to run away with an English tourist would be the ultimate betrayal of the people who depend on her leadership. They are locked in a zero-sum game of morality. There is no compromise here. For either of them to achieve personal happiness, someone has to commit an act of unforgivable treason. They both realize that if they absconded together, the guilt would poison their relationship. They would be destroying the exact integrity and honor that made them fall in love with each other in the first place. Rudolf and Flavia are entirely trapped by their own goodness. The very traits that forged their connection are the exact obstacles preventing their union. Their final parting is not an explosive argument or a dramatic plea for a different outcome. It is a quiet, dignified, and entirely heartbreaking acceptance of reality. Flavia makes her concession first. She understands that she belongs to the state of Ruritania. Her duty is to marry its rightful king and maintain peace, regardless of her own desires. Rudolf accepts this reality without any protest. He knows his role in Ruritania is over. He must walk away to preserve the delicate political stability he fought so hard to create. This farewell frames the story's final argument, that true honor requires holding firm to principles, specifically when it hurts the most. Rudolf returns home to England. He steps back into his ordinary life, officially leaving the crown, leaving the castle, and the princess behind him forever. But he is no longer the wealthy, careless tourist who actively avoided responsibility. He carries the weight of a leadership he never asked for, and a heartbreak he can never resolve. The idle tourist is gone, replaced by a man who now defines himself by the cost of his duty. Hope's story leaves us with a hard truth about the nature of a hero. It isn't just about claiming the prize, but having the strength to walk away for the greater good.